Hi everyone, my name is Romit Pawar and today I am going to explain version control system, which is a very important tool used in software development to manage code changes and teamwork. So let us start with introductions. Version control systems, also known for VCS. VCS records every modification made to files. It is mainly used in software developments where multiple people work on the same projects. Widely used in software development, helps, tracks, and organize source code. Examples: if three students works on the same project file, VCS ensures everyone's work is saved properly. Definition of version control. System that records changes to files, allows reverting to older versions, ensures controlled developments. Also says version control is a system that records changes to files and allows developers to revert to previous versions when needed. We take an example when undo options in MS Words is limited, but VCS gives unlimited undo across days or months. Objectives of VCS: change tracking, collaborations, security, and reliability. It means if a team works on a project, everyone can work without fear of losing data. Types of VCS. There are three types of VCS, which are local VCS, centralized VCS, and distributed VCS. So first one, local version control system. Versions stored locally, simple systems, limited collaborations. Local version control systems is all versions are stored on the same computers. It is a simple but unsafe. Example, saving files as a project V1, project V2 on your laptop. Second one, centralized version control system. Single central server, multiple users, a central server store all files. Users access the servers to get and update code. Example, SVN server used by a company where all developers connect to one server. Third one, distributed version control systems. Each user has full repository copy, works offline. Each developer has a full copy of repository, even if server fails, works continue. Example, Git allows developers to work offline and sync letters. Git architecture. What is Git architecture? Git architectures describe how Git stores, manages, and moves changes from your computer to repository. It is based on three main areas: working directory, staging area, and repository. So, first one, working directory. What it is? The working directory is the folders on your computer where you write code, you edit files, you delete or modify. This is where actual development happens. Files here can modify untracked or tracked. Git doesn't not saves changes automatically from here. Example, you opens man.py and add a new functions. These changes exist only if working directly. Then second one, staging area. What it is? The staging area is a temporary area where you select which changes you want to save. Think of it as a filters or a checkpoints. Why it is important? You may changes many files, but you may want to commit only selected changes. Examples command used git and man.py. You modify man.py, test.py. You stage only man.py. Git add man.py. Now man.py staging area, test.py steals in working directly. And the last is the local repository. What it is? The local repository is where Git permanently stores committed changes along with commit ID, author, date and times, messages. This is stores inside the hidden .git folders. In command used, git commits am added and functions. What happens? Git takes a snapshot of the stages files, saves it safely in the repository. Even if your laptop is offline, commits are saved. It remote repository in a online copy of your Git repository, usually hosted on GitHubs, GitLabs, Bitbuckets. It also used in the backups, team collaborations, code sharings, complete Git architectures. In real life analogy, Git components, real life examples, working directory, routine, and assignments, stagings, area reviewings, and selecting pages, local repository, submitting assignments, remote repository, college records, cloud storings. It is very powerful to use. You controls what to save. You can undo mistakes. You can work offline. You can collaborate safely. That's the Git architectures. So what is GitHub? GitHub is a cloud-based platform that hosts Git repositories and helps developers store, shares, and collaborates on codes. Git is an online hosting and collaboration platforms. It works on a local computers, but GitHubs stores code online, act as a backups, helps teams work together, track issues and progress. Examples: if your laptop crashes, your project is still safe on a GitHub. Its main components: repository, also known for repo. A repository is a folders that contain source code, commit history, branches, readme file. Example: a repo named online shopping apps contains all files of that projects. Branches allows parallel developments, main branch, stable codes, other branches, new features. Commit. A commit is a saved change with message, authors, timestamp. Pull request, also known for PRs. A pull request is a request to merge changes from one branch to another. Merge combines code from different branches. Issues are used to report bugs, request features, track tasks. Fork. Fork creates a personal copy of someone else's repository. And last, clone. Clone copies a GitHub repository to your local computers. GitHub workflows: create repository on GitHub's, clone it to local systems, make changes using Git, commit changes, post changes to GitHub's, create pull request teams projects. That's the GitHub. The Git workflows as the edit first ones, then second stage, third one commit, push, and last one create. Here are some basic Git commands which are used in Git. Git init, initialize repository, used to initialize the repository, and git add, which helps to stage files. Third, the git commit, which are used to save changes, and git push, which helps to upload changes. Git versus Git difference. Here is a clear difference where Git Git is a distributed version control systems used to track change in and GitHub. GitHub is a web-based hosting platform for a Git repository. Git types as software tools where the GitHub types service and platforms. Git purpose manages source code versions locally. GitHub purpose stores Git repositories online and enables collaborations. Git is invented by Linus Torvalds and GitHub is invented by GitHub Inc. Git is invented in 2005 and GitHub is invented in 2008. Git is local machine and GitHub works on internet online platforms. Git installs need to be installed on the systems and GitHub's no installations require access via browsers. Here's the main differences which I told from all why version control is needed. It needed to maintain history of changes, support team collaborations, prevent data clashes, and also version control is a system that helps developers track, manages, and collaborations on code efficiency while maintaining a complete history of changes. It allows a rollback to previous versions and prevent data losses. Problems without VCS. No backups of previous versions, conflicts in teams works, difficult errors trackings. Also says without a version control system, files may be overwritten, changes cannot be tracked, and recovering old versions is impossible. This leads to data loss, poor collaborations, and project confusions. One like conclusions without VCS, project managements become unsafe, unorganized, and error prone. Advantages of version control: better collaborations, easy debuggings, efficient project handlings. Version control systems helps developers manage changes, collaborate efficiency, and collect data. Version controls provide change tracking safes, collaboration backups, rollback facilities. It improves productivity and ensures reliability. Version control systems enabling collaborations and maintaining project history. Applications Applications of version control systems is used in many real-world applications, where managing changes, collaborations, and history is important. So first one is software development. It tracks codes, changes, manages realize, and fix bugs. Web development. Web developments, multiple developers works on the same projects safely. And last, research project version controls are extremely important for tracking progress, managing collaborations, and maintaining reducibility. In research, also use the research paper writings, collaborating researchings, experiment trackings, data analytic projects, machine learning research. These are the types of the research projects. In real world, applications are very useful. Conclusion: version control is essential. Git is industry standards, improve productivity. Version control systems plays a crucial role in modern software development and research projects. They helps in tracking changes, managing multiple versions, and enabling safe collaborations among individuals and teams. VCS prevents data losses, support rollbacks to previous versions, and improves productivity and code quality. Overall, version controls make project management organized, secure, and reliable, and has becomes an essential tool for students, research, and professors. Thank you for listening.